You want to hear me talk and try to tell you how it is?
Hi, Jamie here, Recapitation Guitars. This is the latest model. This is the NC GS. Yes, and it's kind of a take on an SG, but it's also a bit of its own thing. It's got a neck through body construction. Today we're going to talk a little bit about custom pickguards and how I go about doing it when I have to build a pickguard that you just can't buy, and sometimes cutting it out is by hand is all you can do. You don't have a CNC and all that stuff, which I don't have. So let's just get started. So basically here, I've got my material and I've already got this set out. And this is ready to be cut out. And what I do is I decide where exactly I want my pickguard to be and what it's going to look like. This is going to be a two-piece pickguard. That way you can take this part out here and work on this if you need to. Switch and this pickup, and this will be independent here. And then the controls down here will be independent also with their own pickguard or control cavity cover, whatever you'd like to call it. So basically what I discovered is if you trace this out with a pencil, and this, of course, you don't do this after you're ready to do your finish. This is before. It's still kind of rough, just basic finish work here. So you're not worried about messing it up. You want to take and trace out what you want your design to be like. And then you take box tape, just regular packing tape. And you lay it down in layers, one way, and the other way. And get at least 3 layers or so with the box tape. And then you can go around with a knife, razor knife, or whatever you like to use. I use these little razor knives here a lot. These are cheap and they work really good for projects like this, doing different things. And so I cut out, then I go ahead and cut it out when I get it ready. And I find my material that I'm going to use for my pickguard. And I go ahead and I lay it out on it. And you see here we're a little short here on that end, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and round that over a little bit more. It'll still work. But here were some scraps from some other projects, and I need to use up this material before I buy new material. And so there you have it. Now, in order to cut this carbon fiber, I use a wheel, a stone wheel, and I put it on my Dremel. So basically the Dremel will cut this out, and you have to go really, really slow with this stuff. You might break a couple wheels when working with carbon fiber. Now other materials are a lot easier, like plastics and even aluminum. You can use a saw, like a hacksaw, whatever, which I've used before. But anyways, that's just a quick little tip on how to do your pickguard covers and stuff. Which I used to do is use a tracing paper. You can do that. But then you have to basically tape it all down, the tracing paper, and then trace along, making sure it doesn't slip, and do the same thing. You can still cut it out, but then you got this flappy paper wiggling around, and then you have to put the paper on top of the material, tape it down, then try to draw around in a marker or ink or whatever, and sometimes it doesn't show up too well. And so this way, now I can easily see where I can make my cuts. And then when I'm done, my pieces will fit in place, and then I can see about where I want to make my holes for attaching screws to hold them down. Anyhow, I hope that helps, and have an awesome day, and take care. Thanks for checking out the video.
You want to hear me talk and try to tell you how it is?